So here's number 33 from section 4.1. So they asked us to find out the extreme values of the function in the interval and where they occur. So if we take this problem as a graphing problem, or maybe you can think of this problem first as a how do we deal with absolute values kind of problem. We're going to think of h as a piecewise function. Now, it looks to me like we got something special going on at 3 and something special going on at -2. Agreed? All right. So I'm going to say when x is less than -2, we have an expression here in which this value is going to be a negative value. The stuff inside this absolute value is going to be negative, and it nets out to negative x plus 2 minus a negative x minus 3. Again, because the absolute value is either you're going to have the same stuff that's inside the absolute value sign, or you're going to have the opposite depending on whether the inside is positive or negative. And if I want to clean that up a little bit, I got negative x plus an x, right? Negative x plus an x. Those two negatives, well, it's a negative negative. So I got no x's, and I've got -2 plus -3. It looks like I've got -5 while x is less than -2. That's what I think that function looks like. All right? Now I've got the interval in between -2 and -3. So this is when x is greater than or equal to 2, but less than or equal to 3. And in that interval, this expression is positive, so I just have an x plus 2, minus, but this expression is negative, so I have to do the opposite of that expression. And so, if I distribute the negative sign through, it looks like I have 2x 2 minus 3, 2x minus 1. And again, that is while x is between -2 and +3. Is everyone okay with that? Great. Last part. What happens when I got x is greater than 3? This is a straight positive value. This is also a straight, the stuff inside this absolute value sign is also positive, so I don't have to manipulate that at all. And that nets out to +5. You okay with all of that work? So what's the graph of this look like? These are axes. While I'm less than -2, I'm down here at -5. While I am in between 2 and 3, I'm riding along on 2x minus 1, which takes me through these points, here and here, here and here, and it should take me right up to 5. And then lastly, I have that last at 5, and I'm back from that point on. So I think the graph of that function looks like that. Did anyone do this problem on the calculator and confirm that? Okay. Well, I mean, it's you haven't done a lot of work with double absolute value symbols, so it seems worse than it really is. All right, now let's answer the question that they posed. Find the extreme values of this function on the interval and where they occur. Well, I think it's pretty easy to declare that the absolute max is equal to +5, because that function takes on the value of +5. That's the largest value it takes on. When does it take on those values? When x is greater than or equal to 3. What about our absolute min? -5? our absolute min is -5, and that's while x is less than or equal to -2. Are we complete on this one? Was the confusing part like how do you get the graph? Yeah. Okay. And again, you know, I put it up earlier in the year, but just again the straight idea that the absolute value function can just be thought of as x when x is greater than 0, or negative x when x is less than or equal to 0. And it's just like you look in there. Is it going to be positive or negative in there? Do you leave it alone or do you throw a negative sign in front of it? Right. I think we did an okay job on this. I think I did an okay job on this. Is there any last questions that we need to get on the recording? Hearing none.